In this segment, I'm going to be showing you all the tools and supplies that we'll be using throughout this series to create beautiful arrangements. I have them all laid out here, so let's go over them. I've got this very fine wire that I like to use in corsage work and wiring fine flowers, and that's gauge 30. Then the next size I like to use this on Gerber daisies, boutonnieres, that sort of thing, and that's gauge 22. And then this heavier wire, I don't use as often, but it's nice for support for sunflowers or that size of kind of flower. These are the three I like to use most. There are other sizes, but this is the ones I like to use. Then we have our pruners that we use for cutting heavier flowers. Everyone needs those. Keep them sharp. Don't ever use them to cut wire because then they don't work anymore after that. This is what I use to cut my wire. Firmer, good, heavy duty wire cutters. Then we have floral tape, which is used for boutonnieres, corsages, wire work. And it's a sticky tape that when you twist, it connects everything together. We'll be showing you how to use that in the corsage and boutonniere section. Then we have our tapes. We have the clear strapping tape for grid work and the green 1/4 inch strapping tape for heavier grid work that we like to use. I have water picks. This one's great for transportation of flowers, roses, so they don't wilt. And this one I like to use for foam work, inserting into foam and that sort of thing, which we touch upon in the foam segment. Then always have a good pair of sharp scissors for cutting wires when you're making corsage ribbon. You don't want to have to chew the ribbon, you want to cut it nicely. And this faux leaf comes in very handy if you don't have nice big fresh leaves to line your vases with. And we have raffia, that's a great one we use a lot of in the floral industry. It's from the raffia palm tree, the fronds from that tree. It's fabulous, natural. And we have the floral foam, which is great for designing. Some people love using that a lot. We instruct how to use that in the foam section. The next and last one we're going to talk about is the knife. You need a good sharp knife, and I'm going to teach you right now how to use it. Just hold it in your 4 fingers nice and tight. Get your flower. Now always keep your thumb stationary. You never move your thumb. That way you won't cut yourself. It's very important to learn that. So you're not going to go ooh and cut your thumb because your thumb's always going to stay there. So just put the rest the stem on the thumb as a guide. Put the knife to the stem and you're pulling away the flower. Pulling. You're not really even going like this because that's where you can maybe cut yourself. Just pull the flower. Both can come like a movement. Practice it. A great way to practice is with celery stalks. If you don't want to start practicing on flowers, try that. Just get the motion. Don't move the thumb, then it won't cut. If you've got harder flowers, sometimes you can go this way, then you know you're not going to cut yourself. Just tuck your thumb in and cut. That's how to use a knife. Just practice because it's really important. Flowers love to be cut on an angle. And most of all these flower supplies you can get at craft stores or floral supply shops. So get them on hand and we'll make beautiful things together.